Greetings, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melinda, and we're counting down to the new year, 2020. Today is Monday, December 30th, 2019, and I felt guided and drawn to create a video based on a card reading for 2020. So, before I start, I just want to talk about the crystals that you see on the video. So I have a selenite candle holder, and there's a little tea light candle burning inside. And selenite is such an amazing crystal. Gives you clarity. Of course, it's white, so it's Archangel Gabriel's crystal. For communication, creativity, messages, right? So I use it a lot when I write. I have a selenite wand I hold in my hands, but it also clears all the other crystals, right? So the key word with selenite is clarity. So I like to place other crystals around it, touching it, or on top of it. It basically clears all the other crystals as well. So as you see on top of the candle holder, I have like a rough rose quartz crystal. And then in front of it, below, I have, very smoothed out, heart-shaped rose quartz crystal. So of course that's for the heart chakra, for self-love, and I use it when I clear the heart chakra. I love placing it on my heart chakra. Next to it is the citrine, yellow. It's got a bit of white in it as well, and of course that's for the solar plexus chakra. And I like to place that on my solar plexus. And I have made a video about the two crystals working together. I have found out just through trial and error that it really, really works wonders for myself. And if you haven't tried it, give it a try. And I would love to hear your comments below, what you thought of it. So basically just place the citrine on your solar plexus chakra, which is just above your belly button, and the rose quartz on your heart chakra, which is like right on your chest, right? And just see, it just like balances, especially if you have any kind of self-worth, worthiness issues or self-love issues, which creep up from time to time, even though you may have cleared a lot of your wounds. The clearing, healing never stops, never ends. So it's just deeper and deeper layers of clearings. And, in a stressful world, especially that we live in, it's really a useful, handy tool. Now, on the right, you see my two amethyst quartz crystals, which are used in transmuting lower energies, fears, blockages, whatever you may have. And I don't believe I made a video on that, but I will in the future. Of course, it's also links in with Saint Germain's violet flame of transmutation, which is so needed and necessary in our times. We are transmuting right now. Many of us light workers, we are transmuting a lot of lower energies and clearing them out from Earth. Mother Gaia, from our consciousness, and so on and so forth. So it works on a personal and collective level. Of course, every time you heal yourself, you also heal Mother Gaia, and you help heal everyone around you. And you heal your timelines and your family bloodline going down generations, 7 generations, if you will, or it doesn't have to be, but yeah, so it works in all directions of time, past, present, future, across all time, space, dimensions, and realities, especially if you decree it so, basically just saying it with your words. All right, so yeah, to the left, I've got my 2 pine cone beeswax candles, and the 2 pine cones. I'm not going to light those candles today, but I just thought it's just so beautiful. And yeah, so to the right you see my brass singing bowl, which I use to clear energies. Now, I was introduced to these singing bowls by a beautiful soul who is a nun, a Buddhist nun, and she showed me how to use it. And she basically said that the resonance, the power of the resonance correlates to your heart light or your heart power or your heart strength. And it works both ways. So every time you use this singing bowl, it clears the energies around you, but it also clears your heart chakra, and of course all chakras, but especially strengthens your heart light. And it's just a wonderful feedback system, because as you listen to the sound, it also confirms where your heart is at. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to place the singing bowl on the palm of my hand, and I'm left-handed, so I'm going to place it on my right palm, because I use my left hand to encircle the bowl with, right? So basically I'm going to go around the rim of the bowl with the wooden part. The other part I hold in my hand. All right, so the bowl is sitting on the palm of my right hand, fingers extended, the fingers do not touch the bowl. And then I'm going to start to encircle the bowl, the rim, the top rim of the bowl, with the wooden, I don't know, what is it? Not spatula, I don't know, stick, whatever it is. And of course, your left hand is on the side of your heart as well, right? All right, so I give intent to clear all energies so that I give a true, authentic reading about what is to come in the year 2020 for the highest good of all of those who watch this video across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. Beautiful souls, so that was a bit of clearing. And yeah, I don't know, see, my stick is not very straight. There's a rough patch in it, so sometimes it slips off the edge of the bowl. So, but that's okay. So let's start the reading. Now, before I start, again, I'm using 19 decks. So at the end of 2019, I use 19 decks, which in the tarot, 19 is the sun, which illuminates our path into 2020. So it is the most joyous, liberating card of the tarot deck. So, and with that, we will be closing out a decade and starting a blessed new decade in higher consciousness. All right, so for each deck, and I'm going to list the names of the decks and even the cards that I will draw in the comment or in the description box below. So the first deck I'm using is the Power of Surrender cards. And the question I'm asking is, what do we need to surrender in 2020? So my dear divine team of light, please connect with me now. Please give us clear guidance for the year 2020. What do we need to surrender for the highest good of all in 2020? Yes, so we got the card, Surrender Worry. So let me read the description below. It says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Wow, that is so powerful. Definitely number one is to surrender worry. Okay, just trying to see, maybe I can move that a bit that way. Okay, I think you can see it. Now I always like to check what's at the bottom of the deck, and we get surrender defensiveness. So defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Yes, so powerful. So I'm going to place that there as well. Yeah, and that's, not giving our power away, being in our power of unconditional love in the most positive sense, and that's being assertive as well. All right, now going to place that aside. I'm just trying to figure out where to place it. Okay, there we go. Now the second card deck I'm going to pull from is the Power of Love card deck. And the question I'm asking is, what aspect of unconditional love do we especially need to cultivate in 2020? Clear. So my dear divine team of light, please connect with me now and please give us a clear sign through a card that will guide us as to what aspect of unconditional love do we need to especially focus on and cultivate in 2020 for the highest good of all. So this pertains to everyone watching this video, whenever that may be. And I'm just shuffling here. Now we got two cards. And the first card is Peacefulness. you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Yes, and that's the green energy, heart healing, not only for ourselves, but everyone around us. And the second card we got is Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Yes, embrace your individuality. You are made perfectly in spiritual truth. And at the bottom of the deck, we get the action card. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Yes, beautiful souls, shine your light through action in 2020. Express your individuality. Whoops, there we go. Embrace your uniqueness. You don't have to fit in. You were never meant to. Do not put your light, hide your light under a bushel. And the base of it all is peacefulness. So you need balance, kindness, and love, which bring calmness to your soul, which help you to express your own individuality and come into your true authenticity, which brings so much light and love to the world and so much healing. All right, then I'm going to use, what deck is this one? It's called the Whispers of Love. And I'm going to ask the same question. What aspect of unconditional love do we especially need to cultivate in 2020? Your divine team of light, please connect with me now. Please give us clear guidance for 2020. The highest good of all. I am shuffling with my left hand. I am naturally left-handed, although I was forced to write with my right hand, which made me somewhat ambidextrous. But I am left-handed. So all right, what do we need to know? What do we need to cultivate? What aspect of unconditional love do we need to cultivate in 2020? Okay, that's a beautiful card. We got number 44. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So that is a blessed number. It's an angel number. Adds up to 8, which is infinity, eternal love. It shows a couple that are so in love. Looks like king and queen of the waters. What is that? Neptune, Poseidon, I forget. You see swans, a unicorn type sea creature, 2 of them there, pulling that magical boat. So beautiful. As if they have come down from the heavens on starlight or magic stardust. So beautiful. So on the bottom of the deck, we get love endures. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Now, what number is this one? 40? 43. Oh my gosh, look at that. 43. So that's the Emperor and the Empress in the Tarot. Number 4 is the Emperor. 3 is the Empress. Add up to 7, which is divine providence, divine guidance, divinely orchestrated, ordained events. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Beautiful. So there we see a couple again on a ship. There's a lion at the head of the ship. There's a light, like a light pendant hanging. An angel is playing the violin. Oh my goodness, the full moon castle. Amazing, amazing. Again on waters. That unconditional love, divine feminine, leading the way. Beautiful. So that's for those of us in a loving relationship, or those seeking, and who is not? We are all seeking, but of course we have to seek within through unity of our divine feminine and masculine within. And I'm going to use a third deck to ask the same question, and that's the Kuan Oracle deck, the goddess of compassion. So what aspect of unconditional love do we need to especially cultivate in 2020? Dear divine team of life, please connect with me now. Dear Kuan Yin, what do we need to cultivate? What aspect of unconditional love? For the highest good of all in 2020. Whoops, we got 2 cards. And also number 43. Wow, that is amazing. Vale of shadows. So have faith, even though you may be walking through the valley of death. God is always with us. Do not despair, have hope. The dark night of the soul, which can be compared to being in the veil of shadows, is for our highest good. It illuminates our truth, what is hidden, so that we may bring it to the surface and release it, surrender it to the divine, and use it as a learning experience, and move on into higher consciousness and choose better, more healing, more positive actions in the future, moving forward. So, and Kuan Yin, or the mother goddess aspect, is always with us in our darkest times. Never forget. The second card we got is 21. Yes, I wasn't sure if it's 24 or 21. So 21 is the world card. Cycles completing, definitely. Huge cycles are completing. We are leaving the old behind through purging of in the valley of shadows or veil of shadows, and moving into our correct path that leads to our destiny. So it is called the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, and there she plays her flute, which guides us. So listen to your heart, listen to your heart song, the nurturing divine feminine goddess aspect of yourself. Through self-love, acceptance and appreciation, and loving all there is in the now moment, we are being led to our divine destiny on the highest timeline. At the bottom of the deck, we get number 30. And today is the 30th of December, and it is the last 333 day of the year, which is divine providence, divine guidance. Ascended masters are guiding us, and it is the divine feminine aspect, Empress, the goddess energy. So spin the silken thread, divine. Yes. Look at that full moon in the back, which is coming up January 10th, 11th in Cancer, which is the mother energy. And look at how she kind of levitates and her robe is kind of dripping. I just feel a lot of purging still, but also a lot of healing energy being poured out onto us through the grace of the moon and Goddess Kuan, the Divine Mother aspect of Divine Mother, of compassion and mercy. So beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to place these aside. Okay, there we go. And the sun is almost setting here. It's only 1:30 right now, but I'm going to turn on the light because it is kind of dark. All right, now let's move on. I'm going to use the Loving Words of Jesus deck, and the question is, what is Jesus's message for us for 2020? And you can look at Jesus also as the divine masculine, but it's also Christ consciousness, the embodiment of Christ consciousness. Clear. So, dear Jesus, my dear divine team of light, please guide us. What do we need to know? What is your guiding message for all of us watching this video for the highest good of all? What is your guiding message for us, dear Jesus? And we get this card. He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. John 14:12. So, yeah, if you are so guided, you can look that up in the Bible. And that is 5 + 3, 8 as well, the infinity. Yes, so he is the Son of God, or the manifested aspect of God in the 3D physical. As I learned from Ascended Master Paramahansa Yogananda's teachings many years ago. And through him, we are children of God in creation. We are in this world, but not of it. So, yes. Beautiful message. At the bottom of the deck, we have, heal the sick that are therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of God is come nigh unto you. Luke 10:9. Well, that's 19. The sun, illumination, joy. And it adds to 1, just the magician, manifestation into reality. using all the tools, spiritual tools that we have been given for the highest good of all. So this is for all the healers watching, and those of you working with Jesus or with Christ consciousness. Basically, 5D consciousness is Christ consciousness. Unconditional love that Jesus taught us and showed us while he was on earth. And he is still with us. He is an ascended master guiding us. Thank you. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. All right, let me set that deck aside. And next I am going to use the Mary Magdalene card deck. And my question is, what is Mary Magdalene's message for us in 2020? And you can think of Mary Magdalene as the divine feminine. Clear. So my dear divine team of light, dear Mary Magdalene, please give us a clear message for 2020. So what is your message to us? What is the divine feminine's message for all of us watching this video in the highest good of all? And we got such a beautiful card. Oh, it's called Sophia, which is the divine feminine, mother, goddess aspect of unconditional love. The rose, sisters of the rose, in love and light. And lots of purple, which is through transmutation. And the rose looks pink, which is self-love, heart healing, the opening of the heart like the petals of a rose. So she's going to help us open our hearts to expanded awareness of love and expanded outpouring of love from our hearts for the highest good of all. At the bottom of the deck, we get past lives. Yes, some of us have had many past lives on earth doing God's work in raising the consciousness of the planet and also bringing in more light for the ascension journey, which is happening right now. And has been happening, of course, for many years, but it's coming to a beautiful transformational crescendo into 5D New Earth consciousness, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And there you see Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine. Her third eye is illuminated. She knows her truth through her intuition, guided by her visions. She receives through her third eye in Christ consciousness as represented by that golden light. And you see all the beautiful light frequencies coming in, and as we clear the trauma and wounds of our past lives, so we can hold more of that light and become more and more illumined, so we can guide others, because the divine feminine leads the way, shows the way to the divine masculine, and that can be within ourselves and also in the 3D world. All right, so I'm going to place that there. Thank you. beautiful messages. Now, next I'm going to go to the Archangel card decks, and the first one is the, what is it called? The Angel Therapy card deck by Doreen Virtue, which is focuses mostly on Archangel Michael. So the question I'm asking is, what strength do we need to cultivate in 2020? Because of course Archangel Michael is the Archangel of strength and protection. So my dear Divine Team of Light, dear Archangel Michael, what strength do we need to cultivate in 2020? And what will be our strength? What will give us more strength in 2020? I ask in the highest good of all, for all who are watching this video, of course you see the singing bowl resting on that royal blue and gold ring pillow, which is Archangel Michael's and the Divine Masculine's colors, of course. The gold of Christ consciousness and the blue of the strength of Archangel Michael, who is like God. So we get two cards. One is parents. The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So yes, as we heal those wounds, our strength increases. Not only, but that's what we're focusing on in this question. So yes, some of us need to start healing our mother-father wounds or continue, because again, it just goes in deeper and deeper layers of healing. Second card is you are a powerful light worker. Yes, you are. Whoever is watching this video, know that you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. Shine your heart light. There it is, that beautiful white light that heals everything, everyone around you, heals you, and helps you ascend and everyone around you as well. And there you see the roses, the Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Divine Mother, Divine Feminine aspect of love. Beautiful. And you see her surrounded by nature and the golden light of the I Am presence, Christ consciousness, enveloped by that purple robe, the fire violet flame of transmutation. So yes, so beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck we get the throat chakra. Oh yes, don't I know it. I've had to do so much clearing in that area, and I'm still working on it through these videos, speaking my truth fearlessly, or even if I feel fear, moving beyond my comfort zone. So it is a message for all of us watching this video. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Yes, they are. And thank you so much, dear angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael. angel of truth. He holds up that sword of truth, and light cuts through the BS so we can uncover our truth and speak it courageously. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next, I'm using the Archangel Raphael card deck. Of course, Archangel Raphael is the healing angel. And my question is, what do we need to heal in 2020? Clear. My dear Divine Team of Light, dear Archangel Raphael, please connect with me now. Please give us clear guidance as to what we need to heal, what we need to focus on our healing journey in 2020. For the highest good of all, for everyone watching this video, across all time, space, dimensions, and realities. So we get the card, fresh air. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways. So yes, go out for nature walks, breathe in the fresh air, walk along nature trails or go into the forest, so that you don't breathe in the exhaust found in cities along major roads, if you live in the city. And of course, the breath, meditation, and I feel it's connected to the throat chakra as well, right? Because we use our breath when we speak our truth. Yes. So yeah, whatever we need to do to clear our air, our breathing. So maybe give up smoking or other addictions that have to do with breathing in, smoke, letting it out. Whew. Fresh air, yes, so important. At the bottom of the deck, we get call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with, and describe your situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. And there we see a couple. And of course, Archangel Raphael is also the angel of relationships, of loving relationships. So whether you're on the twin flame journey or you're on a soul path, in a soulmate relationship, call upon Archangel Raphael for healing of any kind of relationship. And there you see the couple surrounded by purple light of transmutation. So first call in the violet flame of transmutation, and of course we always call in Archangel Michael's blue light to protect us as we call in the violet flame. And then we can also ask for Archangel Raphael's healing energy, which is the green, emerald green light that you see on the card. Beautiful. And that was at 44:44, I just noticed on the time on my screen. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Archangel Raphael. And I know this is going to be a long reading. I hope it will not keep you from watching the video. All right. And next I'm using the Archangel Gabriel card deck. Archangel of Communications, Art, Creativity, and Life Purpose. So the question I'm asking is, what form of communication, arts, creativity, as part of our life purpose, do we need to especially cultivate in 2020? Declare, my dear divine team of light, dear Archangel Gabriel, call upon you now. Please guide us in 2020. What do we need to focus on in 2020? Woo-hoo-hoo. Amazing. And that's a new project. Like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Yes, definitely. So we have to take those action steps. And even if they are baby steps, that's what's going to grow your idea into reality and manifestation. And take a look at the flower Archangel Gabriel is holding, the lily, of course, and 3 representing the Trinity. When you take those action steps, then all of heaven and the universe conspire to help you. So take those steps, those divinely inspired ideas, and work upon them. Beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we get nurture yourself. So important. Investing time in self-care now will yield more energy for you later. That's right. So we need that energy for our projects, for our life purpose. We have to nurture ourselves, care for ourselves in the physical as well. Self-love, self-nurturing, the divine feminine aspect of yourself. Number 1, let it lead the way, heart-based, to take care of yourself so you can take care of others in the highest good of all. And she's wearing red, which is the root chakra, so that's your earthly stability, and the blue of speaking your truth, and also courage from Archangel Michael to take those steps forward. And there are quite a few books there, so maybe some of you have writing projects coming up, or maybe you're going to be reading, learning, so you can teach others, guide others. It's beautiful. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, and I'm also drawing the card below. This one is have confidence in your creations. Trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. Yes. And there's a cat there. All right. Now, I'm going to move on to the Akashic Records healing deck. So my question is, what Akashic healing do we need to focus on? Sorry, no. Before that, I have the Sacred Geometry Activation deck. What are we being activated on in 2020. Clear. So dear divine team of light, please connect with me now. What are we being activated on in 2020? Oops, I got two cards here. The first one is number 32, the Merkaba. And it says the frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. There we go. The Merkaba. Archangel Metatron. Metatron's cube. The two intersecting pyramids, which is also divine feminine, divine masculine aspects. It's also our light body activation. 32, 5, change, progress forward. So I'll read it again. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. So that's also through meditation, of course. We are guided to go within, as always, through meditation, raising of our vibration, frequency, consciousness, thereby activating our light body, our bodies. The second card that came out is Authority, number 10. So that's endings, new beginnings. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And there we get the three concentric circles, the Trinity, the golden light of Christ consciousness, the green, heart-centered. It's also power, of course, the yellow of the what's the word now? Not the sacral, the above that we have the solar plexus chakra. That's right, the center of our willpower, and true authority comes from aligning our will to the will of God, of the divine source. And in the middle we get that white light of enlightenment, ascension, and creates that flower with the three petals. What is it called? Oh my goodness, I can't think right now. It's also a symbol of the Trinity. Anyways, I can't think of the name. Beautiful, beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, wow, master number 33, miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Yes. And through belief, we come into our knowing through every part of our body, mind, heart, soul, every part of our cells, the true reality of God's eternal love that is found within and without, as above, so below. as within, so without. All right, and next I have the Akashic Records deck. So the question is, what Akashic healing do we need in 2020? Dear Divine Team of Light, please connect with me now. What do we need to clear from our Akashic Records in 2020? As we ascend and cross the rainbow bridge into New Earth. I've got a whole bunch of cards. I'm going to put it back. Just want one card, please. So what do we need to focus on in 2020? And we got a whole bunch of cards anyways. They fell out. So the first one is the King of Scrolls. And I'm not too familiar with this deck, so I'm just going to have to read it. I apologize. Makes me feel that, of course, the scrolls are parts of the Akashic Records, where all the records of all our past lives are kept. It's the truth of our being. So I think it must correspond to the King of Swords, because that represents truth. So also Archangel Michael, as you see, a lot of blues in the flowers and on the path. The truth shall set you free comes to mind. From the confines of your security out into the open field of universal Christ consciousness. Second card is the Scribe, number 12, which is 3. And there we see, of course, in the past, many of us have had lives where we were scribes, writing down the words of God, words of the prophets, perhaps, in the Bible. It also speaks of the truth that all of our actions in our past lives are written in the Akashic Records and are kept meticulously, and we can clear them. There are amazing, amazing Akashic readers, healers, who can go into the Akashic Records and clear them. I have had the privilege of working with such a beautiful soul this year, and I thank her so much. Betty Gutowski, that I've worked with, has brought this to my awareness, and it's like life-altering truth. So, and the third card is the Three of Forces, which is the bird's nest. So makes me think of being fed, those baby birds. 3 baby birds are being fed by their mother, and until they're ready to fly out of the nest. So I think we are being prepared to strengthen our wings to fly out of the confine and security of our nests, and boldly take that leap of faith into the light of truth.